Welcome back to Data Center Battlegrounds. My name is Nate. I'm your host for today, and today we're going to be reacting to this video clip in Oakland County for what appears to be some sort of city hall meeting about data centers.
We're getting close to that breach of peace, so we're going to slide everybody up when we can.
God forbid you raise heckle at your local city council meeting when it comes to data centers.
And this is a public forum, you can't have that.
It's not her fault.
Although I understand it from like the officer's point of view as well. His job is to maintain civil order and peace, but from the constituents' fault, they also have a right to protest if there's a data center in their backyard.
Flock is working in partnership with Palantir. Palantir is funded by Peter Thiel. He is one of the richest men alive.
He is one of the richest men alive, for sure.
Palantir is named after the evil all-seeing eye in Lord of the Rings.
That's one of the things that is such comedy about corporate America, is that we're having companies that are named after like fictional objects in like movies and shows. But she's not wrong.
And that is an accurate name because Palantir has been used to track and surveil and murder people overseas.
Okay, so the surveillance part is true because like I have been reading reports that Palantir have been partnering, for example, with federal agencies like DHS to create this like database on migrants like in the US and probably also civilians as well, like, you know, American citizens, to have this like all-seeing eye for the entire like population like in the US. So that is extremely disturbing from like a human rights and maybe civil ethics point of view, but I digress.
That same technology is being used with Flock Safety to funnel all of our data into a system that knows everything about you. Everything about you.
So yes, like there is a large aggregation of data for sure, but also at the same time, like for example, a lot of people tend to forget that like these big tech companies already have a lot of data already from like, for example, like when you sign up for a new piece of software, you don't go through the user and terms agreement, which has like a lot of like, you know, details in there about like tracking and like all that stuff. So I get it. It's like they don't want their personal data in the hands of big tech companies, but you know, your Whoop watch, for example, or like your Oura Ring, or your heck, even your phone, like this, like it tracks already like so much of our data. So how much more can they collect? I don't know, but we'll see. So in addition to the data sovereignty issue, there's also the thing about cyber attacks with agentic AI becoming more pervasive and more complex. Like, I don't know how many times I see like data breach events like happening all the time. And it's like, it reminds me of the Discord ID stuff that happened like a couple of months ago, where there was an age verification thing where they were like, okay, to use Discord, you have to be 16 or 18 years older or something like that, and then you have to prove it by uploading a photo of your ID. So everyone did that, and then there was a massive data breach like afterwards that happened. I remember that. And then there's also similar cases to that. You know, it's like if you want to use the latest AI model, like I'm recording this on June 19th, Fable is still unavailable through, you know, Anthropic, but maybe to access this, you have to upload a picture of your passport or your user ID or your driver's license, and that has all your information on it, and then there's like a data breach because their security is all vibe coded. Who knows?
And never once have we had technology where our data has been protected. Nope. Never once. Nope. And what are they getting out of this? What are we getting out of this? This is not something we just let happen. No. And that is what they're trying to do today. If this is who represents us, vote them out. Yeah. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out.
This is why local elections matter so much. Like this is why, and of course, everything by extension, a lot of people are disillusioned with voting in this country, and you know the prioritization of like corporate rights over like individual rights and stuff like that. But let me ask you this: if you're so apathetic about wanting to change even your own like local city election, you're letting the corporations like win, whoever they are. If it's a data center company, if it's Palantir, it don't matter. But this is why local elections are so important. It's because of issues like this.
She's right. She's right. We can't just allow this to happen. We've got to start voting these people out. Don't forget, and I'll say this many, many times, do not forget that they work for us.
See, that's the biggest kicker right there, is that these people are supposed to represent their constituents that like that vote on, where your community goes, how much economic development happens, all these things. And I think we forget that a lot of the time.
We voted these people into office so they could represent us, because it's we the people. And we
In this country, in this America, not in my country. No, what? Like corporations have more rights or people have more rights than corporations? What are you talking about?
did not sign up for Big Brother to surveil us.
Oh, yes, you did. Post 9/11, when the what was it? There was a piece of legislation that was passed that allowed pretty much the government, the federal government, mind you, to start adopting a more pervasive method of peering into everybody's data, making sure that you weren't a secret terrorist, all that stuff, right? I forget what it was called. But it's essentially the same Big Brother type mentality act. And that's why it's also bleeding into data centers as well, to make this video super relevant for data center battlegrounds.
In every moment of our lives. We didn't sign up for this.
All you are at the end of the day is a piece of data to be absorbed by the big tech collective. Anyway, that's all I had for you today. Just wanted to do a quick reaction. Like, share, and subscribe to the video. And I'll see you next time on Data Center Battlegrounds.